L'chaim! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first rendition of the Matzo Ball Soup, a podcast that's going to bring you pretty much nothing. It's going to add nothing to your life. It might make your life worse, actually.
Probably will.
Probably will, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Constantine James, and this is my cohort.
Jeremy Goldenstein Berkowitz.
You heard it there first. If you want to know why we're called the Matzo Ball Soup, because he's the most Jewish person in America at this moment. Thanks. So, we had a conversation about starting this podcast the other day, and I said to Jeremy, it's not a bad idea. I hate you for the most part, and you hate me. And
well, we should tell him how we know each other.
That's a good idea. We grew up together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In this neighborhood.
In this neighborhood, yeah. We're actually recording from a basement that we both chilled in too many times.
Probably from what, 7 years old?
Yeah, maybe even younger than that. I mean, I literally remember coming to your house in the snowstorms, the big blizzards. Well, that was 96.
96,
so
but way before that.
Way before that, yeah. Well, our parents were like friends.
Yeah,
yeah.
But we both went to Leader Heights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that starts in first grade.
Our sisters were friends.
No, kindergarten.
Yeah. So we know each other pretty well. So you're going to hear some fun stuff about our past and how we became the jerk-offs that we are today. That's pretty much true.
I think it's supposed to snow this weekend.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, it does and it doesn't.
And speaking of blizzards.
What, do you want to get a Dairy Queen?
No, but it's supposed to snow.
Yeah. So, let's start off by talking about some of Jeremy's favorite things. You brought up a point earlier about air hostesses. I think I'm being politically correct there.
No, I think that's probably politically incorrect.
What do you mean?
Aren't they now called flight attendants? Air hostess is like back in the Pan Am days, like Howard Hughes.
I thought that was sexy stews. Stewardess.
I think that was what it progressed to, but I think now it's called flight attendants.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Air hostess.
No, we were just talking about how now it's a full out theatrical rendition of the before flight takeoffs, and I was wondering if you'd ever witnessed any of that.
I didn't, but most of the time I eat 2 Xanax and drink about 4 bourbons before I get on a plane.
Right.
So I'm pretty wasted.
Why, does flying make you nervous?
No, I just like to get fucked up.
I understand.
What's the point?
Flying used to make me nervous growing up, but not so much anymore. I've come to the realization that there's nothing you can do. So, and it won't hurt.
Well, that's true about anything. That's like getting in the car while my wife's driving.
That's true.
It scares the shit out of me, but I still do it.
I haven't been in the car with her,
yeah.
But I'll take your word for it.
She's like, if Dale Earnhardt had a baby with Jeff Gordon,
okay,
that would be my wife.
Okay.
I remember the first time, when we first met, we started dating. She had this old school Cavalier.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, let's go. She's like, jump in the car, let's go for a ride. She was taking corners pretty tight, and I could feel it just didn't feel right. Like the aches and the squeaks, and it's kind of like, oh my God, am I going to die today? And I told her, I said, your car is like, it's gone. Like, it's something wrong with it. And she's like, no, it's fine. And, we took it and got it looked at and whatever. I'm like, no, there's something wrong with your car. So, like, she comes back, like, a week later, and she's like, oh, yeah. My dad and I went to the shop, and the whole bottom of the car is rusted out, and they told us never to drive this car again.
No shit.
Yeah, and she was literally taking corners like Speed Racer. I thought I was going to die.
That's all. My dad growing up was a crazy driver.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were going to a Flyers game and leaving his work, and he had on a suit and tie, and he literally, I was probably 9 or 10 years old, and he literally had me hold the steering wheel while he completely changed out of his suit into like casual clothing while we're going 70 down the highway.
Wait. So you were like,
I was in the passenger
seat. You were passenger steering.
Correct.
The whole time.
And I'm like 8, 9, whatever years old, and he completely changed in the driver's seat from a suit into like street clothing.
That's insane.
It was insane.
I mean,
I'll give you another story about my dad driving.
The 80s were kind of like that though.
I think I'll give you another story. He picked me up from the BWI airport, and like I said, he's a crazy driver, and he always kept a gun under his driver's seat in a case, and so we were driving past this guy who was kind of like cutting him off.
Wait, he went out of state with a gun?
Yes.
I mean, you said BWI.
Yeah, it technically was out of state.
PA.
You can go out of state with a gun as long as it's not on your persons. Like, it can be in your trunk.
No, that's to cross state lines with a registered gun within the state's a felony offense.
You sure about that?
Yeah,
because isn't your car still your property?
No, I own
whose fucking property is it?
It doesn't matter whose property it is. You can't like transport a gun.
All right, well, listen, this is like 93. Is there a statute of limitations, or is he?
I don't think they're gonna go after your dad. Who knows your dad?
So, anyways, so this guy's cut him off or whatever. He probably cut him off actually, and he goes, "Get me my gun." I'm like, "What?" So I, like an idiot, grabbed the gun from under the seat. Always kept it as a Browning case. I can remember.
Yeah.
He unzips it on my lap. He opens the gun, pulls it out, and he sticks it out the window at the guy driving. And I just remember the guy just like it slowed down, and we just kept going. I was
role models.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking role models, right?
I think we're gonna have to look up that driving with a gun, because I was under the impression that you could drive with a gun if it wasn't hidden or anything like that.
No, man.
But I could be completely fucking wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, like, you have to. First of all, you have to have a license.
No, I know that.
Like a federal license to even take the gun. You can't. Okay, for instance, you can't even take a gun into a first class city, like Philadelphia.
Why is that considered first class? That's a little.
I think it's population based. So, like, for instance, like York is a third class city. Like,
based on population.
Based on population.
Okay.
So it's a demographic analysis.
Oh, by the way, we're bringing this to you from York, Pennsylvania.
York, PA.
And if you don't know anything about it, there's not much to it. Although it was the first capital of the United States.
Technically, yes.
Technically.
We have a fight with Philadelphia every year over it. Philadelphia's bigger, so they seem to win, but, you know, we know the truth.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Oh, man. What about, we also have York Barbell and the band Live.
Live, yeah. York Peppermint Patty is also named after. Actually, was it originally from York, and now it's obviously a Hershey product, but
Hershey Highway, yeah.
Is it from York?
If you haven't licked the Hershey Highway, you haven't lived.
Is that a chocolate road in Hershey?
It's dirty.
You know what's funny? We were talking before I came in and I saw your dad still wearing the same outfits he wore when we were growing up.
Yeah, those old guys, man, they don't change at all.
Wife beater, and I didn't actually catch the bottom half, but the top half. And actually, when I went out the last time, he was combing his hair.
Yeah.
Like he was getting ready to go somewhere.
Yeah.
But he's not going anywhere.
No.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man. Old gangsters.
But he looks good.
They're old gangsters, no matter what they do.
How old is he?
37 till today. It's 19, so we're talking 80. He'll be 82 in April.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't look a day over 81.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't look a day over 50, but I'm only 37. So.
Right. So you're hanging in there.
Doing all right.
You're getting old, huh?
What was the comment we made earlier? You know, no one warned us.
Yeah, nobody warned us about getting old.
And now we're just fatter and balder.
It sucks. That's the one thing about getting old I hate is the baldness. Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can't style my hair at all anymore.
I used to have a fucking beautiful
mane.
Jufro, curly, beautiful. Not anymore.
You were, it was very, very beautiful Jufro.
I appreciate that.
I've always had stick straight hair. But at least I had a good hairline, so I could do like the spikes. I could grow my hair long.
You've got a decent head still. Mine's certainly not.
Yeah, but it's just the way it's receded.
Yeah, it's like pool, like the pool pocket, like a billiards.
Yeah.
Corner billiards.
Yeah, but when the sun hits it right, it's like blinding effect.
You ever shave it?
I haven't yet, but I've been considering it.
Like Bic or just like Buzz?
Buzz cut, yeah. Real tight, like a 1. Eventually, that's what I'll do. I don't know if I'll ever bick it. I have never seen myself bick chick.
Yeah,
it's a shocking thing.
The problem is as we get fatter, our faces get rounder. It's not a good look.
Yeah, I can't get rid of this double chin anymore.
It's there for life. You just hope you don't get the triple.
I just hope they don't start calling me Turkey Boy. That's it's gonna be bad.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble, you fat fuck. I saw a meme today, and it said, "Women are always like, yeah, you know, I want a husky guy to warm up to, curl up to, and they're the best." And that's true until they get mad at you, and then they start calling you fat fuck.
Yeah. They say chicks dig dad bods. I don't buy it though.
Yeah, I do. My wife loves to like use my dad bod as a pillow.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm saying like you're married, so you're fine.
Yeah,
I'm not. So I don't really think chicks dig the dad bod.
I think it's a kind of chick you're going after, maybe. I mean, if you want, like, let me talk to you in cars, so it makes sense. Okay. If you want a Ferrari that's, 2 years old, you're going to have to, spend the money, or AKA have the body and the look to get it.
Yeah,
but if you're willing to get, something with 90,000 miles on it.
But the thing about it is, you get the most use out of the 90,000 mile per hour car. You're not going to get to take the Ferrari as fast as it was born to ride.
Well, that's my whole point. If you get a woman that's, closer to your age, been through some stuff, whatever, you're going to be able to she's going to be more appreciative of a dad bod because she understands.
Okay.
If you could try to get a 21-year-old at this point.
Now they're looking for the Ferrari.
They're looking for the Ferrari too. They want to take IG pictures and, sun heart hands. Take the fucking picture, like.
God, they don't teach you. They don't really teach you about life, huh? In school and shit. Like, how much of the shit we learned in school do you not use in today's life? Like 98.2% or something like that.
But I just, you know what though? We do use it.
Okay.
So.
Because I haven't used sine and cosine since like 10th grade geometry.
Sine and cosine. That's calculus, dude.
Exactly.
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny.
I used it in geometry. That's how advanced I was.
Yeah, you're advanced, all right. No, but I did see like today someone posted if you put a quarter away for a year, at the end of a year you'll have 9,000.
A quarter away for a year. At the end of 4 years, you'd have $1.
Yeah, that's
You mean a quarter a day? If you put a quarter away for 10 years,
for a year,
at the end of a decade, you could do a load of laundry.
For 1 year, it's like $92.75.
1 year. Here, let's get the calculator.
No, you can do the exact numbers. Look it up. But it's like nine. So someone put a picture of like a water bottle, like the kind that you flip upside down, like the 5-gallon ones you put in like the machine so you can get water out, like that. Filled up with quarters, and it showed that, and it said if you put a quarter into a jar for a year, you'll have 9,200. Look it up. What
not for a year.
For 100 years.
A quarter a day for a year is $91.25.
Right, but they wrote 9,100
times 100 is $91.25.
$91.25, and that's what they wrote for a year. And my buddy posted it, and he says, I'm going to try it. And I said, dude, they really need better math teachers in this fucking country. Like, it's 100 years.
Who's putting that away? And it's no non-interest bearing, so it's literally not working for you.
No. But the point being is you're never going to get to that number in a year. Like, it was bad math.
Right. No,
but someone made the meme to, like, literally fuck with people. And people got fucked with, and I called them out on it. And I was like, dude, that's wrong.
Funny.
Like,
but if you put...
Dumb.
If you did $1 a day... for a year.
$365.
No, I got that math. No, it's not enough. In a decade, you'd have $3,600.
It'd take 100 years. Just move the decimal point.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like.
You know what I mean?
But if you doubled it, so if you took 25 cents and doubled it every day,
$25. Oh, you're talking about an exponential function now. You're getting way past.
Whoa, exponential on the first podcast? That's a big fucking word.
I can't help myself. Fuck.
So if you took 25 cents and doubled it every day, how would you even do that math? You'd need parentheses and shit. For that formula? I'm not getting into that.
That's funny. fuck?
Yeah.
Nah. Anyways. Yeah, dude.
No, but so my point is,
can I just say one thing? Like, memes are like heroin to me.
No, some are really good.
Oh man, I watch them all day long. Like, I can't wait. Every time I see a good meme, I have to send it to people and shit that I think about them when I see it.
You sent me a couple this week.
Yeah, I did. That's true.
They were funny.
Yeah.
No, but back to what I was saying is the shit they teach us in school, at least when they taught us, we don't use half that shit.
Well, I think it's also a learning curve. I mean, you're a child.
Yeah, but like, how about teaching about credit? And, like life shit. Like, I mean,
like paying mortgages.
Yeah, like
compound interest and versus
savings and
interest.
Yeah, like that's the type of stuff that needs to be not right now talked about. But it's not. And then you get out of school, whether it be high school or college, with potentially student debt, and
you're fucked. Yeah.
You got a ball and chain around your ankle.
Welcome to America.
And
I hope you enjoy your stay.
I don't even know if it's America. I think it's worldwide.
Well, yeah. I mean, a financial system that can only grow if debt is created. So, like, the only way our fiat currency system can grow is through debt generation. At the end of the day, they have to get as many people in as much debt as possible for the economy to grow, and they have to show a growth rate every year because that's how the markets function. So it's just an exploding shit storm of debt, and it's just growing and growing and growing. I mean, look at the American debt. We owe $22 trillion.
Yeah, but over $200 trillion of unfunded liabilities.
Well, there you go.
It'll never get paid off. But that's how they want it, I guess, is what you're saying.
No, they can't have it paid off because then the economy shrinks. If you paid off all the debt in the world, there would be negative interest. Like, it would disappear the growth. Interest is based on the growth of the economy, right? So the bigger the debt bubble is, the bigger the economy is.
Yeah, but what happens when it breaks? It bursts.
That's why we have quantitative easing. They'll never let it burst. They have a dam.
Only segments.
They build a dam. It's called QE. And they just keep flooding behind that dam and building it higher and higher. If it ever did burst, we'd have to reestablish all finance in the whole world.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't.
How about back in the day when they used deer skin? We called it a buck.
Yeah. Or they used like gold coins and trade.
Well, yeah. Whatever. I mean, technically, I remember I had a high school history teacher that said basically like the money we hold in our hands is worthless. Literally, like the literal piece of
the
dollar is worthless. It's a note, a promissory note.
Right. Which it isn't really a promissory note anymore because it doesn't promise anything. You can't go turn it in for gold anymore.
No, and a penny's not even worth a penny, right? It's not even 100% copper. Why do we still have pennies?
I don't know. I mean, there is a functionality to it, I guess.
Well, there was,
especially
well,
there is in like overnight markets where you're turning,
fractions,
$150,000 in 5 seconds to make pennies on it,
right?
And create 10 grand at a pop or 50 grand at a pop or whatever you can make, flipping that 150 grand 10 times in a night on an algorithm.
I lived in Australia for a year. My sister lives there, as you know, and they were one of the they don't really. They hate the fact that we use coins.
Dude, go to Europe, man. They have like $1 and $5 coins. Man.
I know.
Sometimes I walk around with just like a bag full of money. It's annoying.
Like Scrooge McDuck.
Like Scrooge McDuck, man. That dude would dive into his money.
Dude, that was great though, right? DuckTales.
Ooh.
Yeah, I used to watch that. What was your come home from school routine? I used to come home, my sister and I'd get a snack, do the homework, generally watch TV. What was your go-to TV? Mine was definitely like Hey Dude. Remember Hey Dude?
I remember Hey Dude. Huh, that's a good question. I watched most of my TV in the mornings.
I did. I like the morning TV too.
Morning cartoons and Saturday morning cartoons.
Sure, Saturday morning was a treat.
Beast mode, right?
Morning though, but before school I used to watch Conan,
Garfield.
Yes.
And DuckTales.
Was that on the morning? Or I thought it was the afternoon.
maybe it was afternoon. I don't know. Maybe you're right, like right before dinner.
But definitely Conan.
Depending on the time of the year too, because in the winter I would watch cartoons after school, but in the summer we were always outside. Like I played basketball on the hoop right here, like in the driveway that I had, or I'd go meet up with the guys up at one of the insurance companies with their courts in the back and go play.
We also played. Remember, we used to play at one of our other buddies. We go up, Chris, around the corner.
Yeah. We play all over the place.
We played flag football, or not flag football, but tackle actually.
Tackle, yeah.
Behind his house, and then there was that.
When we played in the winter, that ball would sting.
I remember one time we were playing football at Chris's house, and I was either running for a pass or I had the ball, I was running, and they had that pine tree in the corner of their fucking yard.
Yeah.
Dude, I ran into that fucking pine tree. The needles went in my fucking eye. I seriously thought I died. It was so painful.
Yeah, man.
But I bounced back. And I'm here to live and talk about it.
That was the worst being a little kid, though, and like missing a pass. Like if it went through your hands.
Right to your dome.
And hitting you in the fucking face. And it was freezing outside and you're not wearing a helmet. And that shit just stuck you. That was the worst. And you couldn't cry.
Did you play football in high school?
I played up until like 9th or 10th grade.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah.
I played 1 year in 9th grade, and I wanted to work out in the fall time to get ready for hockey season.
Yeah, you were a hockey player. Yeah, I just, for me, as I got older, I didn't stick to football enough, and I just faded out from it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't play enough. I was playing basketball, and I was working a lot. I had the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, summer times when everybody was training for seasons, I was at the restaurant.
Bussing.
40 hours. Dude, by the time I was 13, I was cooking. I was flipping eggs.
I remember going in there at,
like 13 years old.
To your restaurant. We were young, and I fucking probably had so many grilled cheese and pickles.
Yeah.
Not like pickles on the grilled cheese, but on the side. You know how the juice runs into the grilled cheese? It's so good. Your way. Do you dip your grilled cheese in ketchup?
That's sometimes.
See, I
do you do that every time?
Every time.
Really?
Yeah, like a French fry.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, not for me.
I just met two.
Did you ever dip it in gravy?
No, ketchup every time. I don't know if you just heard me.
Yeah. Have you ever tried anything else?
No, ketchup. That's it.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know. A lot of people dip it in like tomato soup. I don't really like. Yeah.
That's a good one though.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. Tomato soup and a grilled cheese. That's the shit right there. I forgot about that one.
You're like a grilled cheese with white cheese or yellow cheese?
All cheeses.
Straight up. So you'd make like a fancy, like a fucking... Give me a grilled cheese with Swiss cheese? I don't know if I could fuck with that.
Provolone's good if it's fresh.
I feel like provolone doesn't have much of a taste.
It just if it's a little old and it's not soft anymore, it really gets that like... The way
like an accordion?
Apart, like an accordion, yeah, it gets a little...
I'll tell you what, that cheese we had over here the other day, what was it? That goat cheese?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. We had some... When we got married, we went to a place in Hawaii, and they had these little baby goats, like, jumping on blocks, like, being crazy. And then they had, like, older goats that they were milking and making fresh cheese there. And I probably had some of the best goat cheese I ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. My wife was like, let's send some back. Like, let's send... I was like, babe, no.
It won't be the same.
It's not just that. Like, I mean, obviously, that's like the nostalgia of the place and this and that, whatever. But I just figured, like, by the time we sent it over here and whatever, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it would have not have been as good.
It wouldn't have been.
It would have been better than the shit.
There's something about being in a place trying something. You know what I mean? Like when you get a microbrew, is when you're at the brew pub in California or here or wherever, and you're chilling there and you order their like brew or their wine. Vineyards are a great example. Like going to a vineyard and like you're gonna order a good wine, and they're gonna give you a flight and you're gonna try it and you might buy a bottle. That's something about being there, you know? Because like you send the bottle back and then you're at home drinking the same bottle of wine.
You're right. It's not the same.
Yeah, it doesn't have. It just adds the whole effect, I guess.
It's an omni experience.
Yeah, exactly. I like that, the omniverse. Take us straight from the multiverse up, man, for sure.
You seen any good movies lately in the theater? In the theater?
What did we see? I don't really go to the theater much, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't either.
I used to. I used to be a fanatic. It used to be like my favorite thing to do, like go spend the night at the theater, get popcorn, drink a bunch of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's when you could do the whole experience for under $20. Now you can't even get in the door with you and your wife for under $20.
No, we typically see IMAX,
Yeah, so there
you
go.
Like all the good stuff, and it costs me like $80 usually.
That's bananas.
I know, that's why I don't do it so much anymore. But it's not for me because the TV quality today. Like,
it's all...
my TV is sick.
Yeah.
Like watching a movie on my TV is ridiculous. I'm immersed in the movie. It's so crisp. It's so
and the
clear.
sound quality is good.
So to go to the theater and watch a standard definition theater is like, no way am I going to spend that money. It looks worse than my TV.
Yeah, plus you got the couch and you can just kick back, have a beer.
Go take a leak, press a pause. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to walk out of the theater creeping.
Yeah, no, you're
I got
right.
surround sound. It sounds amazing. Like if I'm going to spend the money to see a movie, it has to be IMAX. It has to be the experience.
You like 3D?
They don't do it that much anymore.
It's not that good. I've been to a couple. I never thought they were that good.
There were, it kind of was like hit or miss. Like some of them, they hit it right, but most of them it was like tough to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the goggle quality's not there.
Yeah.
Like,
I tell you what, I had this vision, this idea that one day, and this would be cool, and I don't remember who said this. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. So I'm sure somebody's thinking about this, but like a movie that, and it's 3D, but it's played out around you, like in your own living room.
That's called 4D.
No.
Yes. Have you gone?
No, I'm talking like.
Have you ever gone to a 4D experience at like one of the parks, like Universal?
No.
Bro, it's like there's screens all around you.
No, I'm not talking about screens. I'm almost talking like an opposite projector. So like literally like a fight scene is being played out around you, like that, and like
so like immersive. You're talking about like an immersive experience.
Like a what did Tupac have? He had a
hologram.
A hologram movie of fucking around you.
Yeah.
That you're watching. And
so an immersive like hologram based.
Like
that's pretty intensive. You're talking about like huge camera setup.
Oh,
mirrors.
To put it together would be bananas, but to have that experience,
yeah,
as a viewer would be.
Yeah.
Out of control.
I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, if you go to Universal Studios and you see the 4D quality where it's at now, like, I did a couple rides there, and, dude.
Rides took you 9 hours.
To get to the ride.
Right.
But then, like, actually doing the ride took, like, maybe
24 seconds.
It felt like it, yeah. After waiting, you felt like, wow, that was too fast. But it's so intense and immersive, like, you get off and you're like, I'm almost happy that's over. Because, like,
really?
Dude, the Transformers ride, like, you're, like, flying. Like, because it's so around you, your brain gets tricked like you're going through it. Like, the Simpsons ride, I was like, whoa. Like, I was on a roller coaster. It made my stomach feel. Because, like, literally, there's screens all around, back behind you, two behind you. So if you're looking in this general direction and suspend your disbelief, you're in it. And then they even add effects, like if there's a hot looking item on the screen, like a jet engine or whatever.
Oh, you get heat in the room.
Gets heated up.
I remember they had that as a kid, like in that type of thing, like maybe up at Hershey Park where you're in there and they spritz water.
Yeah, but that was like the shit version. Now they've gotten to the point with that where it's like, holy mackerel.
Yeah,
the fish.
Not gefilte fish.
Not gefilte fish. No.
Oh, that's funny. No, so I seen I recently, and I don't go to movies a lot, like you said, but actually I've been to 3 movies in the last 3 months, which is a lot for me. I saw The Grinch with my daughter and her friend. It was terrible.
It's terrible. That's funny. It looks terrible.
It's terrible. I mean, compared to like the Jim Carrey one and the original, it's not even close. Yeah. And then
I heard it's very sanitized. The Grinch isn't really Grinch. He's not like dick anymore.
Yeah, you're right. And to be honest, I probably passed out for about 20 minutes. So I can't tell you fully how good it was, but the nap was good. But so I also saw Vice. Recently saw Vice.
I heard that was amazing.
It was good.
Yeah.
The cinematic aspect of it was good. Christian Bale's acting was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But I think kind of how they portrayed
Chaney.
Well, yeah, and the whole crew.
Like robber barons running shit.
Yeah, and I'm not necessarily sure that's the case. I don't necessarily know if we know that much about Chaney.
Yeah.
I think he's a probably mysterious.
Makes a great story though.
Yeah, it was great.
It was worth. It's crazy. I mean, because Dick Cheney, he's the man. He's Dick Cheney. So like to put him on there in that light, in the context that they did, it's amazing. I almost feel like if someone did that with like the Obamas, they would go to jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if they did that for someone who was more progressive, they would be like on trial for like heresy, right? Yeah.
And there's a third movie I saw, but to be honest with you, I cannot remember it. I cannot remember what I saw. Oh,
no, it was
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That did make him an impact. That movie was ridiculous.
Did you see it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that was the last movie I really saw in the theater.
It was great. I thought it was great. Although they made Freddie Mercury, in my opinion, and trust me, I thought first of all, I thought it was a little long. Mm-hmm. I thought it could have been probably half an hour shorter.
Well, they had to put the music in.
I agree, but
I mean, because to do it right, to do a real homage, you have to put as much of the music in as possible.
Okay, I get that, but I did find myself thinking, I'm good. We're good. We can wrap this up, fellas. But anyways, so I thought that they made Freddie Mercury seem very feminine. I didn't actually, before I saw that movie, I never looked at him as...
Considered him.
Yeah, obviously I know he's gay, but I never...
He was a bigger dude. So here's the real thing about Freddie Mercury. Like, Remy Malek, I think I said his name right.
The guy that played him?
That portrayed him.
Is small.
I think he's much smaller than Freddie Mercury was.
Well, I'll tell you
when you
what.
look at like pictures of classic Freddie Mercury, he was like a pretty jacked dude.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like he looked bigger than Remy Malek. Remy Malek looks like...
Well, so I'll tell you what. He must have been bigger, because if you've ever seen those the videos of the Live Aid with Freddie actually doing it, his fucking cock in those pants is enormous.
This is what you look at.
No, I mean, you can't help but see it. It's fucking just like bam. So I don't know. Like, I mean, he must have been a bigger dude.
Oh my god, you cracked me up, dude.
But yeah, hilarious. So I thought they made him look very much more feminine than I ever thought he was.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
I guess
honestly,
they really wanted to just drive that point home.
It was good, man. I thought that what Malek did was amazing from an actor's point of view.
No, he
like the way he portrayed it and put it out there. I mean, it was.
I think
like watching him on the Golden Globes, it kind of like wasn't too far from his actual persona. Like his awkwardness and the way he was up on stage and just basking in that. He's almost like living that moment.
Still in it. Well, they said Jim Carrey when he did The Man in the Moon.
Yeah.
When he portrayed Andy Kaufman.
Yeah. He
couldn't get out of that persona
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, like he was stuck in that role for a while.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, true acting. I don't know. But yeah, so the other thing I thought they made his teeth look fucking big. Too big, like over. I mean, they were buck and they were a little big, but this motherfucker looked like a fucking chipmunk or something. Right? Like, goddamn, can we just tuck those in a little bit?
No, man, come on, no. I mean, like, the prosthetics are the prosthetics. They're going over his teeth.
Yeah,
they did the best they could with a man's mouth.
All right, listen, they could have done a little better. That's what I'm saying.
You're so damn demanding. God damn it.
Oh, fuck. But no, it was good. It was good. Definitely. Of the three that I just mentioned, I'd say The Grinch was my favorite. No, I'd say Bohemian Rhapsody was my favorite of those three.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I watch a lot of movies, but that one definitely stood out here as of late.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Never seen one.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh my god, man! You need to start watching.
I've heard
that
that
show.
I've heard that.
Like, it is. You need to start right now.
Right now?
And yes, right now. Like, as soon as we stop talking about this topic, you should turn on your computer in front of you and watch like the whole thing.
Maybe we could do like
we could watch it.
We could watch it and
right
take
now.
Notes and critique it.
Yeah.
And then bring it back to the
Mystery
audience.
Theater 3000.
Mystery Science Theater.
Mystery Science Theater. Yeah, that's what it was.
That was a great show. Oh, I'll tell you another good show we watched, or I don't know, growing up was Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Loved that shit. Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, it was good. Remember Godfrey? He'd be like, "Oh, welcome tonight." What was that, like USA or something? Like Monster Night or something.
Yeah, it was on Friday nights or something. Dude, I remember I used to get a deep dish pizza from Domino's. Yeah. And back in the day, the deep dish from Domino's were amazing. They changed their
recipe.
Yeah, and it's still good. It's not as good as their old school deep dish. Unbelievable.
That's a little bit of nostalgia there because you were a child too. Because now you've had like good pizza, and it just kind of deflected the quality of what pizza was to you at that age. I'm still a sucker for like a single serve Pizza Hut pizza.
I have never met a slice of pizza I don't like. Honestly, I don't think there's such thing as you're lying. You're lying. It's still good. I guarantee you finished the whole thing down to the crust. Right? No, how many other bad foods do you eat the whole thing?
If there's bad dry, like shitty crust, I don't eat it.
No, forget about the crust. What I'm saying, I guarantee you ate it down to the crust.
I don't remember, but I feel like I've had bad pizza. It happens. It happens.
It just doesn't matter. Like, I haven't had a bad bowl of matzo ball soup. I'm telling you, my bubby makes some fucking killer matzo ball soup.
Yeah, Bubby's making it.
She's the best. Actually, my aunt does too, but no, I have not met a bad slice of pizza.
I'm going to make you some matzo ball soup.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to get a recipe.
Put it up against my bubbles?
I'm not putting it up against anything. I'm just going to see how I can create it just from getting a recipe.
I'm telling you right now, out of the box, matzo ball soup is good. Well, it's the matzo.
No, I'm gonna make it from the scratch.
What's the matzo balls that you get from the box, and it's really just chicken noodle soup with matzo balls. That's what matzo ball soup is.
Yeah.
We can eat it. You make me next time. We'll one of these times we'll eat it on the show.
I'm gonna make you.
And I'll critique it right
I'm gonna make you matzo ball soup. I'm gonna get the recipe. I'm gonna get the ingredients. I'm gonna cook it up right here.
I'm gonna eat that shit.
I'm gonna eat it right here on
matzo ball soup.
Matzo ball soup.
No, I'm definitely down to do that. I'll critique it. Don't get your fucking feelings hurt if I tell you it sucks.
I want you to tell me that.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm an artist. I'm an artist in the kitchen.
If it sucks, will you let me pour it on your head, scorching hot?
No, I can't handle that kind of dysfunction.
Then you'll definitely be bald.
Yeah,
just get it over with.
So
come full circle here.
Just turn into George Costanza right now.
That's another thing. Have you seen on Instagram Costanzagrams?
No.
Yeah,
what is it?
It's like it's memes, really, but it's Costanza. But
I've seen memes with Costanza.
Yeah,
like the shots from like the diner and stuff.
Yeah, or whatever.
Like him looking over, kind of.
Yeah, but there's even like other ones, like when he's in his office and.
Yeah, for the Phillies.
No, the Mets. The Mets.
The Yankees, right?
Was it the Yankees?
He worked for the Yankees because I remember who was the owner back then, Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
And Steinbrenner fired him. He was like, always yelling. Steinbrenner was always George. He was yelling from the other room. It's like, Steinbrenner's calling me. That was a different era, man.
That was a good sitcom.
There
was a lot of fucking good sitcoms.
Did I ever tell you about the time I went to the new stadium in New York?
What, the Yankee Stadium?
Yankee Stadium.
Nah.
So it really random. I end up in New York to visit my sister, and I said to my wife, "Let's go catch a game before we leave tomorrow." She said, "All right, let's go." So we start planning it. We're talking about it. I said, "We'll just buy the tickets up there." We get up there. My sister's like, "Don't buy tickets." My brother-in-law, he works for the Yankees, and I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll buy the tickets from him then." She's like, "Okay, let me call him." She calls him. She goes, "Go meet him there. He's got the tickets waiting for you." I didn't ask price. I didn't care. I show up. He shows up. He's like, "Hey, man, what's going on? How are you?" I'm like, "It's been a long time, whatever." He hands me 2 tickets. He's like, "Have you guys ever been here before?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, come over here." And he gives me 2 VIP passes to like the whole thing.
Jesus
the bars, the club section, whatever. And I'm like, "All right, how much do I owe you, man?" And he's like, "Nothing, dude."
What?
Yeah, he's like, "It's on me. All love." He's like, "It's good seeing you. You know what I mean? I hope you're well." And we go downstairs and we go down to our seats, and we're 7 rows behind home fucking plate.
No shit.
Yeah. And it was, dude, killer day, warm, beautiful. We watched about half the game, and I said, "Yo, let's go upstairs and go to the bar." We go up to the bar. One of them's like mad clubbish. You know what I mean? We got a little something to eat. We talked to people, hung out, watched the game, and then we went downstairs, and it was like a nightclub.
Really?
So we watched the last inning or 2 of the game in this nightclub, hanging out. People were buying us shots. I'm like, dude, I have to drive back to York. I have a 3.5-hour drive. I cannot do another shot. It was insane. It was completely insane.
That's cool. Have you been back since?
No, I haven't. No. I just, I like to get to Pittsburgh, if I'm going to watch a game.
Have you been to the Revs?
The Rev Stadium? Yeah.
It's fun. I mean,
it's fun. It's a good
honestly, I go to a baseball game for the food.
It's all right. And they do well, the Revs. They've always been like first or second place since, they joined the league pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, man. They're like a really good team. The York Revolution.
So there's a team in Savannah, Georgia called the Savannah Bananas, and as you know, my grandmother lives there, so I go visit her in the summer, and so we go to these games. Dude, they are so it's college ball players that are playing in the summer league.
Oh,
but
that's interesting.
And it's a blast. They make it a really a family experience. And they got like the ball players, like they'll do intermission like dance routines and stuff. It's really fun. It's really fun.
See, down south, they do things more theatrically. Like we went to Arizona and we went to this bar and they had a bull ring in the middle of the bar, and they started having cowboys come out and ride fucking bulls.
Real bulls?
Real goddamn bulls, like big bulls, like hoppers, like bop bop bop. In the middle of the bar, I'm drinking a Miller Lite bottle, hanging out, watching this happen.
That's crazy.
This was their normal Friday night.
Right? Huh? Technically, Arizona's not the South.
No. I'm saying like the southwest, like anywhere where it's
south
warmer.
of the Mason-Dixon.
Sure, yeah, like everywhere but the Northeast. Right. Like we have the least theatrical life.
Anywhere but York, PA. Although that's kind of
it's like from like West Virginia.
But you say that with fucking Broadway in New York, which is the Northeast. That's pretty theatrical.
The coast is different. When I say like you can go to a small town in the South and find something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Up here, where you have the York Fair.
Dude, that's the oldest county fair in the nation.
I know.
That's pretty cool. We got the first capital. We got the oldest fair.
Yeah.
We might have to do a show from the fair this year because there is some fucking people watching going on there.
That's a good idea, actually. We could go there and.
That'd be fun.
Dude, I would be kind of embarrassed because I can't hold my tongue really. I have a problem.
You don't have to. There's no laws against that. Apparently there's a law with driving with a gun in your car across state lines, but there's not a law against fucking opening your mouth at a York Fair.
That's a true story, man.
I like the fair though. But what do you go to the fair for? I know what I go for. The food.
Yeah.
That's it.
Guaranteed.
That's it. But now that I got kids though, you gotta fucking spend a fortune on the games that you'll never win. Here's my thing about that, right? Mm-hmm. And now I don't know if you noticed, but the fair is like a traveling company.
Yeah.
You know,
like it's not local people anymore.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing: all those fucking games that you play there, they're impossible, right? Mm-hmm. But the people that run them win every time. They demonstrate how to do it every fucking time. Like the one that with the angled and you got to get in the basket. Yeah. Every fucking time they get it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do any, or that Jacob's ladder thing.
Yeah.
Where the ladder like flips and flops and you got to crawl up and ding the bell at the top. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
dude, you get 2 rungs, you'll be on your ass, right? These guys, I saw a guy go up and go bing, 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 like showing off and shit. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so tell me about what your kids do in school.
Well, so actually my son today is his birthday, 4 years old.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How old's your daughter?
She's 9, just about 3 weeks ago she turned 9.
Does that scare the shit out of you?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this shit that's online and all this.
Do you feel like in the next 3 years you're going to start losing your mind at every...
I've already lost it.
What do you mean? Like you're worried about boys already?
Totally.
Really?
I mean, I'm worried about everything.
Yeah.
You know, because you reflect upon yourself as a 9-year-old and you're like, fuck, what was I doing? Or...
Well, we didn't have any of this stuff around.
None of that's my point. Is they got all this stimulation from the outside.
We didn't have external factors playing such a big role. I mean, TV today is like, I live in TV. You know what I'm saying? Like when I want to chill and relax, I just want to sit back and watch TV or YouTube.
My kids don't. They watch. Yeah, they watch tablets and they throw on YouTube Kids and you know.
The whole thing.
It's just this completely different world that I'm not necessarily sold on, but yeah, it's scary out there. But my kid, man, so he I still gotta wipe his ass. So, I don't know. I forget what my daughter... I had to stop wiping her ass. I guess it was...
Do you hit your kids?
I spank them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, it's only... So, my daughter's 9, and I only had... You only have to... It just teach that lesson.
Yeah.
Then you're able to just use it as a threat.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you want to get smacked.
Yeah, but
and
you
they're
have
like,
to do
no,
it
and then but you got to do it, and you can't, and you can't flinch, or you got to find something that they love,
yeah,
and then use it against them. For instance, my daughter, she loved getting in like princess dresses and shit.
Yeah.
So if you don't listen, you're gonna lose the princess dresses.
Sure.
Well, you have to follow through. So you take the dresses away once, maybe twice, and then you just are able to use it as a threat.
Because then she grows out of it too.
The dresses, well, you get a bigger size. No, I'm just kidding. Right, she grows out of the... Then she understands what the rules and regs are and how to listen and follow directions. And my daughter's great. Like, she doesn't, like, none of that shit. But, like, my son, it's like, this kid doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, you have the first kid and they're great. You're like, oh, yeah, let's have 10, right? So you have another one. And it's a fucking completely different... And a girl to a boy is, like, night and day.
Really? Which was easier?
She was.
Really?
Hands fucking down.
Really?
At least now. It'll probably switch when she becomes a teenager.
Yeah.
But, man, night and day. So we smack him. He doesn't care. I mean, there'll be times I smack him. He just fucking looks at me and, like, smiles and laughs. I'm like, boy. So then I guess we figured out that timeouts. And I was never a timeout person. Like, I fucking need a timeout.
Yeah.
But timeouts got him. Like, after, like, a timeout, he'd listen, right? Until one time... My ex-wife was telling me she put him in a timeout, and she's like, "All right, your time's up, so you can go." And he goes, "I don't want to."
Yeah.
These motherfuckers eating it up. Like, you're not gonna get me.
I need some alone time. Anyway.
I need some more time, right?
Leave me alone. I can't take it.
Yeah. So I don't know. You just you feel bad when you smack them, and it's not like you're beating them, but
does your son talk back to you? Is he like, "Hey, old man, get away from me"?
I mean, he just learned how to talk. Not like just, but like, you know, he's still like he calls like gloves.
So like my niece Juliet, she's like 4 years old, but she talks like a little midget, weirdo adult. It's weird. Like she'll say things. I'm like, how are you so cognitive? Like it wigs me out.
It's that stimulation they're getting from the tablets and shit.
I guess. I mean, they're just the responses to things are so fluid. Because they get, like, repetition from what they're watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we were watching, I am the Count. You count with me.
From Sesame Street. Yeah. I honestly, I kind of feel bad with this. Like, I don't even know if my kids know. I mean, they know what Sesame Street is. They've seen it, whatever. But not like we did. Like, we knew every character, like, all their lines.
Yeah, but dude, they have their own. Like,
no, but it's just because there's so much shit now. There's so much other shit.
Yeah, and that's just how life is. Think about it. Like, how many people do you know that watch all the same stuff you do?
Nobody.
Like, I talk to people and they're like, I don't watch any of that. And they list off 50 shows that they watch. I'm like, man, it's crazy.
Oh, there's so much shit out there. You ever wonder why there's not really... I guess there is now more, so I guess Amazon is, but for a while, there was not a competitor to Netflix.
I mean, when it started, man, people were in disbelief. Like Blockbuster going away. A lot of people were holding on to that.
Dude, I remember when it first started.
It was a controversy when it started. It's like, oh, that, like, people would be like, that's never going to affect
they always
what's going on. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we're going to be here at Blockbuster Saturday night with our friends for the next 35 years.
Best, right? Remember going to the video store Friday night?
Yeah.
Getting fucking movies. Remember it's the best.
You would go up if it wasn't there. You would like sneak up to the counter and be like, "Hey man,
you gotta buy. Did somebody return it?
Do you have this movie back there? Like it's not up there, but did anybody return it?" And the dude would like hold on. He'd look in the big bin and like sort through that shit and be like, "Hey, right here, man."
Dude, I held on to Blockbuster so much.
When they pulled that shit out, you'd be like, "Yeah,
oh, it was gold. It was gold.
It was glorious."
I held on to Blockbuster so bad that when Netflix first started coming out, Blockbuster had its own thing. Mm-hmm. They had the same service. Mm-hmm. I signed up for the Blockbuster service, not Netflix. And then,
but did you have to pick up those? That was like a Redbox, right?
No, it was in the mail.
Oh yeah, like Redbox does too now. Anyways,
why Redbox goes in the mail now too?
Yeah, they have dual services.
No shit.
Yeah.
I can't. But DVDs are going to be done
Yeah,
soon too. Everything's streaming. Like, I can't even believe Redbox is still hanging on.
I can't believe I bought so many goddamn DVDs.
Right? What do you do with them?
it's ridiculous.
I guess you digitize them, right?
Why would you go through that when it's all on the cloud
for
anyway?
$1 it's fucking right there.
It's on the cloud.
Yeah, you're right.
Get the
so what do you do?
Watch it. I don't know, man.
I guess not everybody
keep them
streams.
as nostalgia. You know what I mean? Like,
but eventually you'll end up moving.
Make a cupboard out of it. You know what I mean? Like, glue it together and shit. And
so this is funny. My uncle was cleaning out some shit the other night in the basement of his house, and my daughter's like, "Look, Daddy, Uncle Eric found records." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Records." I'm like, and she points to them like, "Records?" Like,
yeah, she was trying to read it.
She wasn't even reading it. She just didn't even fucking know what it was.
Yeah, so how'd she know it was called record?
He told her. Like, he told her what it was. I wasn't in the room at that point. Then I came down, and she's like, "Look, they're records." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I didn't say that, but that's in my head. I'm like, "What is a record?"
What is a record?
But then I saw what she was talking about. I was like,
I have a bunch of vinyl. You know what? I went to the mall with the wife the other day. It was weird. Brand. It was so weird. It was so surreal. And there's a store called FYE. It's still
there.
Open.
Dude, that thing has been there since we were a fucking kid.
I know, and it's still there. And they're selling vinyl. Like, you can
I think it's making a comeback.
You can go buy, like, it's hipster as fuck, like, really, because they have like
all
kinds of vinyl
players and shit.
Yeah, but you could get a player at TJ Maxx, dude. You can get a vinyl player anywhere right now. But, like, you can go and get actual, like, tracks from your childhood. Like, the original looking covers, the slips.
Really?
Everything. Yeah, it's badass, man. It's badass. I probably have, from old school vinyls that I have collected, I mean, like, these are jazz, this, that, the other thing. I might have, like, 50 or 60 slips already. Like, discs, you know what I mean? I just need to get a player, but
TJ Maxx.
Exactly. I'm just waiting to buy the house, I guess. I don't know. See what happens.
Dude, that's when you're gonna throw out all your DVDs. When you have to fucking pack. And you're moving to your new house. And you're like, what the fuck am I? I'm gonna move these to another place to just sit them in the closet.
I'm gonna keep them and make a bookshelf. And I'm gonna put them in front of the bookshelf, and when I pull one of the DVDs, it's gonna like open the bookshelf, and there's gonna be like a gun safe.
Oh, gun safe. Okay.
You know what I mean? With like silver, gold, guns, whatever you need for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Set up and ready to go. But like, I'll be the only one that knows it, and I'll pull the right DVD, and I'll open. I'll put a code in and open that shit, and it'll be like, zombie apocalypse handled.
Yeah.
Shit, let's go.
I hope if you're like getting robbed at night, that's not what you got to go through to protect yourself. Like, hey, excuse me while I pull out.
No, you always have the gun next to the bed.
That's true.
I mean, like, that's just a given. You have kids, you might want to get like a lockbox with a thumbprint on it, so bing, you ding it, it opens with your thumb.
So that one night you go to get it and the fucking battery dies, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
That sucks. I guess you got to check the batteries before you go to sleep every night.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never used one because I don't have kids, so I'm not worried about anybody going to my room and getting my gun. You know what I mean?
That's true. But yeah, so I think what it's going to be like is a lot of just kind of this, us talking, catching up, maybe talking about some of the trends of the day, if any big...
The right creams to use on your ass.
Okay.
It's important.
That is important.
It's important. You have to
I don't actually use any cream on my ass.
You have to use Cottonelles, first of all, and if something gets irritated down there, it's the preparation H. You got to be very, very... put together with
Dude, I'll tell you what the worst. You know what I'm talking about is the double wipe. You wipe your ass.
Then you got to go back.
You got to go back an hour later. You're like, what the fuck? Did I even do anything? You know what I'm saying? I call it the double wipe. But it's fucking... I don't think women really know what that's all about. But man, you know exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, of course. Everybody knows.
And you're like saying to yourself, like, what did I even bother doing it the first time?
That happens to me like at like parks and shit. If it's like we're gonna go for a walk,
the worst, like no bathroom around.
Yeah, and like you finally find a bathroom and get that wipe, and it's
like when a dog drags its ass on the floor.
That's what's
I look at that dog. I'm like, I know exactly what you're going through, brother. That's exactly what they're going through. The double fucking wipe ski.
That's exactly right.
Like with my ex, with my ex, I used to have a symbol for that. Like when I had to do, like we were in wherever, I gave her one of these. Yeah. Just rub the forefinger. She knew I needed to find a fucking bathroom.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's so true. Like everybody
so
listening
true.
to this will know. Every dude listening to this will be like, "Fuck, I know exactly what he's talking about."
Monkey butt. I call it monkey butt.
Call whatever you want. You got to revisit the bathroom and you wonder what the fuck happened the first time.
Sometimes, like even I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, "What happened?" You know?
Yeah, no, it's no good.
How is this possible? I haven't been walking.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I guess this is. So how do we wrap this up? Like, what do we say? Signing off.
Signing off. Walter Cronkite.
What do we say? Just like shalom.
Shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. It's not Shabbat yet, but we could say that.
Well, we don't know if it's Shabbat right now.
But it's not tonight. Like literally right now, it's not Shabbat. So we wouldn't say Shabbat shalom. But shalom is probably very appropriate. We should probably start the show with shalom as well.
Shalom aleichem. Peace be with you, right?
Yeah. Shalom is both hello, goodbye, and peace.
And peace,
in
yeah.
Hebrew,
So shalom aleichem is peace be with you, correct? Yeah.
So, all right. Well, this was fun. I enjoyed it. I think definitely set ourselves up for another one. But yeah, like I said earlier, this will just we'll be talking about the trends of the day, just bullshitting, having a good time, and hoping you guys are enjoying the ride.
And if you don't want to be on the ride, the exit is to your left.
Yeah. If you don't want to be on the ride, then fuck off.
Good night.
L'chaim!